We saw the Avatar trailer last week. Did we talk about that?
No. It's fun.
Do you think it looks as good as the trailer for the second one?
No.
No. I don't think it looks as good.
Yeah, I agree.
I saw a TikTok talking about the visuals for it and like how good it looked on that IMAX screen, but it looked a bit more PS2-y to me, I thought.
Yeah, I re-saw it in IMAX as well yesterday, and I was a bit like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sitting there going, well, this is better than most of the CGI and everything.
All of it,
like,
almost.
Yeah, because you
go...
almost
means, but I just mean like, literally like 99% things.
Genuinely, because you sit there and then you have to remind yourself, none of this exists. Mm-hmm. Like, none of it. And then you see Spike as the human, and I think it's actually... those movies are whatever. But, like, to see a human being rendered in the world that's all, like, CG as well, I think it makes it even more impressive.
Yeah.
But I do agree. It is... I don't know. There's something about it. I wondered when I was sitting there, is it because it's not 3D? Because every time I've seen it in 3D, I genuinely go, oh, 3D cinema should be a thing.
No, because the trailer for the second one looked unreal. Like they showed off all the water.
You're right. It was water.
And like the hands in the water with the leather strap.
Yeah.
And no one knew if it was real or not.
Yeah. I saw the concept art stuff of the flying things.
Right.
And that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the physics of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I also just think it was a bad trailer.
Yeah.
Like from a trailer point of view. It gave away nothing, which I would normally say is a good thing. But this was just like visual bits.
Yeah, I don't know if it got you excited for anything.
But is that not speaking to just how excited people are in general about Avatar?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. The second trailer came out, and I think that got people kind of pumped up for it.
Yeah.
Even though everyone had forgotten about the first one.
Yeah.
Like, people don't talk about those films, but I think when the second trailer came out, there was a lot of conversation around a second iteration of this franchise.
Mm-hmm. But is that just because it's been so long?
It might have been.
Yeah.
But I do think it looks substantially better.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's fire.
Maybe. I wonder when press screenings start for that movie if there'll be like people come out saying this does look worse.
We can't trust press screenings. We've been over this.
I know.
Except
the
ours.
best blank in
except our press screenings.
Except us. Give us press screenings. Anyway, without further ado, welcome back to Plot to Go. Episode number 32. Yeah. This week we didn't see the same movie.
Whoa. It's been like 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since we've not even like seen the same movie together. Oh no, Fantastic Four. Don't mind. It's been a week.
That's
Whoops. No, we saw 2 different movies this week. I saw The Naked Gun because I like comedy, and you saw
Bring Her Back, but I don't like horror.
Me and Samuel, our friend, went to
Our friend that they all know at this point.
Yeah. We went to The Naked Gun and we saw Owen outside the cinema. Owen did not look excited to be going into a horror movie.
I mean, I was just kind of done that day anyway. But then, like, going to that, I was like, this isn't going to bring me... If I chosen to go see The Naked Gun, I could have had a laugh.
Yep.
That maybe changed my mood a bit. But I chose to go see a horror film.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wanted to see something like original from these directors. Like, this was only their second film, I think.
Yep.
After Talk to Me. So I wanted to go kind of support that. It's also Australian cinema, which is cool because I feel like I don't watch anything from Australia.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I've seen Talk to Me, Nitram.
Oh,
That's how that's pronounced. And then I've not seen, like, the original Mad Maxes because those were purely Australian indie films, right?
Yeah. Which is... unbelievable. That I think that is such a cool story, the Mad Max franchise. If you watch, I went back and watched them for Furiosa. Mad Max, the first movie, is like night and day to where it ends up. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah. So I think it's cool to go and like explore
totally
areas of the world that you wouldn't think about cinema coming from. Probably because like Australia, as we know it, is like quite fresh, whereas, you know, America has the Hollywood and there's all the European cinema and things.
I always think that about British cinema when it's outside of London. It's so rare.
Yeah.
That's always like a little treat. There was when we saw this movie, actually, the trailers for in front of this movie were really random. It was a lot of like independent British movies for some reason, and I was sitting there like, oh, I haven't heard of a lot of these. Mm-hmm. It's just cool that they're getting kind of like shown off to people. Where should we start though, Owen? Do you want to start with Bring Her Back?
Yeah, we'll start with something more sour, and then we'll get to
end on a high.
We'll end on a high. So I saw Bring Her Back, which is the second film from. I should really just have this stuff up. I don't know the names.
Ratakaka?
The Raka Raka. The Raka Raka guys.
Philippou? The Philippous? I'm
Thanks for filling the space while I try and find the directors' names. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce their last names. Danny and Michael.
Yep.
The Raka Raka guys. Mm-hmm. This is their second film after Talk to Me. I really liked Talk to Me. I don't think you were a massive fan of it.
So we saw Talk to Me at a secret screening, and everybody in the cinema was like, "Yay!" I was there like, "No."
This was before they told you that it was scary screening.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was I'm not a horror fan. I don't get a lot out of the genre. I don't write it off. I will see horrors when they're like really.
What you kind of want to see together.
I kind of want to see together. Is that because I really like them as a couple? Maybe. But yeah, maybe I'll see that. I don't know. I liked Talk to Me. Mm-hmm. It was scary. There's some scenes in that are absolutely terrifying, and I think it's why I was put off seeing this, because it's like this. People were saying this is scarier than that. I didn't get a ton out of Talk to Me. I did enjoy it.
Well, let me tell you. Didn't get a ton out of this.
Oh
no. I'm just gonna rattle through all the bullet points I've got down here.
Comparatively,
I like Talk to Me better.
Because you like Talk to Me a lot.
Yeah, a lot. I came out of it and I was like, oh, a horror movie that I like that I don't think was just dog shit. Like, I feel like horror movies have such a high miss ratio.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to just like funnel them out. I think because you know how like everything has a style. Mm-hmm. Speaking of like noir, like if you go see a noir film, it's like narrated. It could be black and white. It's always a guy with a fedora. Like horror is one where like jump scares are such a massive thing. Putting people at like unease is such a huge thing. It's so easy to do like a horror, but to make like a good horror, I think it's quite difficult. Which is why you just have like so many of like the Conjuring movies for no reason.
They make money as well.
Yeah, they do. Because people just, like, some people do just really like that genre.
Yeah.
And will just go see everything.
A jump scare, or like, get close to your
Feel,
partner.
I guess. Yeah. So, I'm not big on horror either, but it's not...
It's not because you're scared.
It's not the fear factor, it's the quality of them.
Yeah.
Which just means I think I should go see a lot more of them when the good ones do come out. Like, Long Knives came out, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll see that and see what my opinion on that is. Was that one that came out and was good, but again you were like, I don't see what the big thing is about this?
I didn't see Long Legs.
Oh.
I think we had friends who saw it that were like, this was fine.
Right.
That's Osgood Perkins, I think. Is that the guy who's doing Weapons? That's coming out like next week or something?
Give me a second.
Weapons is definitely
heavily advertised.
Oh my god. How many times have I seen the kids running like this?
Just in the last week or two as
Did you see the like press screening event that they did? So they had a photo op for Weapons where like people are like posing and stuff. The background was Weapons, they had a background, and then amongst the people where they're getting their photos, they had school desks with child actors, I'm assuming, just like laying there on the desks, like possessed or whatever the fuck was going on. Yeah. It looked terrifying.
So it's like people just like
they're there like, and they're glam and
children next to them, still in frame in the photo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Really, really strange.
Anyway, my review of this film. My first line I wrote here. I actually found this a sort of nothing film.
Oh.
I don't feel like I got anything out of this.
I don't really know what is this movie about?
Yeah. So. I think I wrote like a kind of plot synopsis here, but The film follows our main characters, boy and girl. You've seen the trailer. There's like blind girl and in the trailer, and she's like the person that like kind of gets them, like puts her hand towards a dog. I feel like you've seen the trailer for this film.
Yeah, I've not really paid
Barely
attention.
remember it.
Yeah.
Boy and girl, they become like fostered for reasons. They go into foster care. Their dad passed away unexpectedly. Quickly snatched up by a foster mum, who is the mum in the trailer that is like pulling this girl's hand towards this stuffed dog. I think it's for like a jump scare. I don't know why. I get it in the film, but in the trailer I don't know why it was there. Yeah, the brother asked to come along as part of like a package deal. What I mean is, he always looks after her, and the mum only wants the girl for reasons, obviously. And so he's like, but I want to come along too. And then
so like a Jet 2 holiday.
Package deal. Yeah, of course she's got nefarious intentions because it's horror. And she's got another boy. That is the boy in the trailers. The creepy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't anything that leapt out at me at all about the film. Like, the plot, I think, isn't anything different or new. The acting is just kind of mostly like generic horror film. Like, there's no performance that had me like, oh, this is going to stick with me for a long time.
Even the main actress, because people said that she gives like this.
Well, I do have that later on. I do think she is the best, and I'd go as far as to say like she does a good performance, but across the board most of it is like from the kids is mostly just, kids in horror movie.
And not the same way that Bring Her Back, Talk to Me, because that was also like a bunch of kids.
I think that has like style in the sense that it's kids that like it's an allegory for like drug taking and party going and things, and they are acting like teenagers that are just kind of like trying to be a bit risky and things. This is, there was nothing extra here, I don't think. They obviously, like, whenever you have a horror film as well and it's paranormal, they try and have like a kind of like lore. You're learning stuff along the way. That wasn't all that interesting. Score, don't remember anything about it. Cinematography, there's a shot towards the end of the film where I just felt like they were like trying to make it look like, oh, this is the shot that's supposed to stick with you, and I'm just like, whatever. It's a shot, if people have seen it, where you're kind of like looking bird's eye view down on a pool. I think that pool's in the trailers. It wasn't all that interesting. I'm just gonna shit all over this film.
Oh no.
I'm not someone that's bothered by horror tropes, like like people just not calling the police, or like character decisions being annoying and things. So my not liking of this film isn't based on any of that. Like I can digest that and I'm fine. It's more things that are kind of around that bother me. The film's paranormal, like I said, just like Talk to Me. That is my favorite kind of horror.
Paranormal horror.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think you also kind of get extraterrestrial horror, which I do separate because it's like aliens and then there's like ghosts and things. I think when it's aliens, it's so like, oh, you can't do anything because they're extraterrestrial. When it's very grounded and it's real life, I'm like, oh, you could like punch that guy, you could phone the police, you're all good. When it's paranormal stuff, it's like, oh, you can't handle it, but sometimes there's rules.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to like figure it out. I always think that's just more interesting. And I think that stuff's always just creeped me out since I was little. Even though I'm a rational human being, I am a man of science, Jack. But when it comes to this stuff, sometimes it is just scary. Similar to Talk to Me in terms of the way that they handle the paranormal story. Like there's like it's kind of like possession, life after death kind of things. Again, that kind of feeds into like why this mother is doing the things that she's doing to these children. You kind of get a lot of her guidance for the what she's going through, because she's making decisions about how to. I'm trying to not spoil this film at all. She's making decisions of how to get things done the way that she wants them done, and she's obviously found like this tape that shows her how to do kind of like ritual stuff, and you see her like kind of fast forwarding through that at points in the film, and that's what I mean about the lore kind of stuff, because it's just you're just getting shown this stuff on the TV, and it's like cool in the moments where she kind of like hides away and she's watching this TV, but there's nothing more to it. You don't. I guess the character you never have the characters finding out what she's really doing either, so they're always at a disadvantage. It's always kind of frustrating when you watch films like that where the characters have no way of getting
it's like hopelessness, kind of.
Yeah. I'm not criticizing the film for that because I don't know how I feel about that, but because I guess that's in some ways that is different. A lot of films are like happy-go-lucky. There's always a way to kind of work things out, and it doesn't really feel like the characters have that in this film. It feels like it's always going to go downhill, for reasons. The strength and performance comes from our antagonist, played by Sally Hawkins. I think she manages to change the tone of a scene on a dime.
Okay.
She is I would say she's brilliantly eerie. But she's actually also just kind of annoying at points, which I think is interesting because in a lot of these films, when you have an antagonist who is like looking after kids and things, sometimes they'll try and sell them to you beforehand as someone who's likable or that you can feel for, and I don't know if they ever actually do that, which is subversive in itself. Because having someone that you don't like straight away is different, but I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, so you're like in traditional horror, there'd be the sweet old lady that like beckons people in, and she seems like unassuming, but actually underneath it, she's sinister. Yeah, there's that pretense is not there. She's just
all as soon as they come into her home, you have the scene that I keep bringing up for some reason with the stuffed dog. And immediately you're like, oh, she's fucking around, like kind of winding up this blind kid. And then you find out that she had a daughter that was also blind. And then you're like, oh, maybe she's just trying to make her feel comfortable in a space. And she's trying to like a laugh with these two kids and things. But then quite quickly you realize that she's all for the girl and like doesn't want anything to do with her brother. And so I think because you feel for the brother, you already hate this woman, like pretty quickly. I think there is more depth to her character than what I'm giving her credit for. But I think, I do think they made someone that was quite unlikable straight away, and then you're just kind of like, you just want her to lose.
Yeah, it's hard to sink your teeth into a character that you're not particularly fond of anyway.
Yeah. I think the child actor for the little boy is really good.
Okay.
So like when I say the acting across the board, it's like we are following like these two kids really. And they just feel a bit general. Like they're good, but they're just fine. The really young boy who is like the creepy one from the trailer, his name is Jonah Ren Phillips. He's really fucking creepy at points in this film. There's a point where he is like eating a knife, and they fully show that, and that's horrific. But there's also points where, for reasons in the film, he's a normal boy again, and they're so starkly different that I actually think it adds the terror to the performance of him being all that crazy way. I actually think through and through he was really good. It's really good when you have like a really good child actor, because then just like actually like if they had someone that was just really bad, I feel like the film would have fallen even more flat for me. My next bullet point is the other two kids are fine.
That sucks because you're saying that they are the protagonists, like the main people that you're following.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I feel like you do follow Sally Hawkins a good chunk, I feel like. So her being good, I guess, is a good thing. If you're splitting the time amongst all of them. This film at its core is one about grief and the effect that it has on people. I don't know if it says that much.
Okay.
It shows one of the two kids go through what is obviously some sort of PTSD, which I do think is kind of interesting because I don't feel like that is shown to like extreme lengths in cinema for children.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we ever see PTSD, it's normally like a grown up. The obvious one is like man has gone to war.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a kid handle that is I'd say kind of new. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that is a child coping with PTSD. I'm calling my child. He's like 17, but like
yeah.
I think it's different for young kid versus like someone who's almost a grown up.
Mm-hmm.
The main antagonist is really shown to be going to some extreme lengths whilst coping with her loss. Like I said, the film is called Bring Her Back.
Mm-hmm.
So there's obviously she got motivations.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole film is just the lengths that someone will go to.
Yeah.
To
bring her back.
Wow. To get someone back that they have lost. Grease rough. But yeah, I don't know if it says anything different. I said I don't remember the score. Probably basic spooky eerie stuff. Cinematography was whatever. Some cool stuff. All in all, I don't really think the film said anything new or different. Just sort of boring to watch. Had me tense up at some creepy points. And there were jump scares. But I was sort of let down. There's a lot of stuff just in like bathrooms that had me kind of like. I think when you were telling me about the substance, there was stuff. You were like, oh, everything in the bathroom is like, maybe just horrors do that because you're in such like an enclosed space.
Yes.
And there's just mirrors. And whenever there's someone looking in a mirror and there's someone behind them, immediately you're like, oh, but they can't do anything because they're behind them, but you can see everything that's happening. Plenty of like creepy bathroom stuff. Don't like that.
Bathrooms are just creepy in general. Genuinely.
So every time you go into the bathroom, you're like, huh.
Yeah, try flat hunting in London and then you get to the bathroom picture and it's like, oh no. 5 short movies have been shot here.
As long as it's clean.
No, there's normally mold dripping from like every surface possible.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Quite enjoyed Talk to Me. I think the quality of this film makes me want to go back and check if I was right in thinking that I liked Talk to Me.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
It was that much of a letdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lastly, there is a point in this film where a character says "talk to me," and it was so on the nose, and I loved it.
Is it like? Is there a beat?
It's delivered fine. There's enough of a beat that it's by itself.
Okay.
But it works in the scene.
Okay. The hand is on her mantelpiece.
So yeah, that's my review of Cool. Back.
Doesn't sound like the best. And as we've been saying about like every press screening of everything, I've seen so many. The best horror movie of the year. So gory it'll make you sick.
It could still be the best horror movie of the year because I don't think a lot of good horror movies come out.
Oh, is this your favourite horror you've seen this year?
It might be the only one I've seen this year.
Zombie.
28 years later.
Yes, thank you.
No, 28 years later is better.
And it's a horror.
I don't know if I'd
call
it
that's where I'm
like
going, yeah.
It feels more like thrillery. What? This is a 3.7. This is like unanimously like not unanimously, but the massive bar for 4 on Letterboxd.
28 years later feels like it wasn't. I don't think that would be a horror. This is like horror.
This is the best horror I've seen this year.
Wow.
And I didn't like it very much.
Do you want to give a star rating?
I wouldn't give it a 4. 3.
Okay.
Maybe 2.5. I didn't have a good
really.
time. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you just wouldn't recommend it then.
It depends if you like horror or not.
But then, so you're saying you don't like horror, but you like I guess good horror.
I guess.
But you didn't get a lot out of this. So do you think like horror people will?
Well, in the same way that I will go and watch bad sci-fi because I like sci-fi.
Okay, yeah.
Someone who likes bad horror might go watch this.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not. I'm calling this bad horror. I don't think it's bad horror. I think this is fine.
Yeah. Well, that's so sad.
I am just sad, and I don't know if it's just how I felt yesterday, but I'm hoping that the Racker brothers keep making stuff, and the next film they bring out, I'm like,
I think the next movie is a Talk to Me prequel, so.
cool. I'd rather they did something new though. Why are we doing that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Cool concept about Talk to Me though is that it could be so like removed from that movie. It literally just has the hand in it.
I think that's what was really cool about that film is like they introduced an object that could get passed around from party to party, from group of friends to groups of friends, and like you could see yourself in that situation where like, oh, this is funny, everyone's fucking around. You can't relate to this as much because it's like kids getting fostered by this, like it's like a specific kind of story for a specific set of people. And not that I'm saying horror has to be like a generic thing for everyone, but I think when you can find ways to make a situation applicable to everyone, then maybe you connect to it more.
Sadness. You should have came into our theatre where it was a barrel of laughs.
Yep.
Owen. Should I move into The Naked Gun?
Yeah, go for it.
The Naked Gun, baby. Reminds me of Austin Powers, these movies. A movie of a bygone era. I spent my week watching the original trilogy of Naked Gun movies. If you don't know what the Naked Gun movies are, because I really didn't prior to this.
I don't, and I also thought it would be more than 3.
Yeah, so there's 3. There's Naked Gun. Oh god, there's such long titles. From the Files of Police Squad, Naked Gun 2.5. What's the subtitle of that? Something. And then Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult.
These are so dumb.
Absurd. The original trilogy is hilarious.
Do you like all of them?
I like 2 out of 3. I really enjoy 2 out of 3. Oddly, 1 and 2, brilliant for what they are. The third one, I booted it up, and it went, Sky has decided to keep this content in its original form. Please note, there's multiple things in this movie that we do not pass like modern standards. I was like, that's really odd. Because the first 2, like, maybe they had a few little bits and bobs that were like, oh, that wouldn't fly now, whatever. My god, the third one is just like, any type of ism. Let's make a joke and poke fun at that. It's punching down, in not a fun way. It's odd though, because they're still, because what these movies are, they're parodies of noir movies on the whole. They parody other genres, but primarily it's noir. And because it's a parody, they are like a joke every minute. There's jokes in the background. There's always like a joke on screen. So even though there's like offensive stuff that isn't particularly funny in the third, there's also so much that is really funny. So, you know, I just didn't love it. Like, you don't want to laugh and then groan in like the same scenes. And then there's like sequences that revolve around stereotypes and stuff that just aren't. I don't find that shit funny.
So the third one was like, oh, let's just get every group and make fun of them.
So I genuinely wonder this about comedies. I want to do a little bit of a deep dive into it. But when they were made, I wonder if like 80s comedies into the early 90s were more like smart in their writing. Then something came along that was like, oh, comedy can be offensive, quote unquote, and like poke fun at certain groups of people. And that led us into 2000s comedies, which a lot of 2000s comedies, you go back and you go, this is just not good now. And then we have like the post that, which is rarely comedies getting made. And then ones that don't follow the offensiveness. But it's rare that a movie like this is being made now. I don't know the last movie that is just a comedy. Like, we saw, I said this to Samuel, we had like a year, I think it was a couple of years ago.
No Hard Feelings.
Where No Hard Feelings, Joyride, we saw like a few other like secret screenings and stuff, and it felt like comedies were back a bit. But that was like a fluke, it felt like. And also, they were comedies, but there was still something to it. So, like the two that we mentioned, No Hard Feelings, there is still heart to that.
It's a great film.
Great film. Joyride, there is a bit about like heritage and stuff. Like, there's a story. I'm personally a fan of that. I like when I can attach onto a story and it also makes me laugh. Movies like this just don't get made. Where the plot is paper thin. It is all about the jokes. The original trilogy is all like that as well. It is like, I was sitting actually in my room like, what the fuck happened in the first movie? But I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Is that, it's not really about the plot. The plot I can sum up in a minute. It's like, they're protecting the Queen because she's visiting the US.
Is that what the first one is?
That's the first movie. Queen Elizabeth is in it. It's not the real Queen.
Yeah, she doesn't really do that.
No, she doesn't. Well,
can't know.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I had to like reframe my brain of, it's just like, what jokes do you remember? That's really what it is. So going into this, it's like, you do wonder how much of the original trilogy is gonna remain that like sense of comedy. It's like they just picked up where that left off. It's hilarious. Like, Liam Neeson plays the son of Frank Drebin from the originals, which is so funny as well because, not to spoil the original trilogy, but at the end of the third one, he has a child. The man is 60, upwards of 60 probably in that movie. He has a child. And then this movie obviously takes place now, in modern times, and that child is somehow Liam Neeson's age. They just don't address it. I love it so much. We follow Liam Neeson, who plays his son. He's taken over his role. He is Frank Drebin Jr. He's taken over his dad's role at Police Squad, which is a sub-department of the LAPD, I think. Again, none of this is really addressed, and it's phenomenal. Pamela Anderson plays his, like, quote-unquote Bond girl kind of person. Mm-hmm. It's really good, though. They lean into the cliches of stuff that this girl would normally be made to do, and they make fun of it. You got a few other people that play like sons of other cops and different things, but this is primarily Liam Neeson. It's like an 80% Liam Neeson movie with a side of Pamela Anderson. And it's just great. This is an incredibly hard movie to review because, like I was saying with the previous ones, not really a plot. There's not really thematic elements that you're taking out. That there's not like, the cinematography really blew me away, and the score. Actually, we'll say the score's great in this.
Really?
Yeah, because they do the. Again, this is making fun of noir, so like it'll open with a shot of LA, and it's like, well, that's Bond, but the noir music. What's fun about this movie is it toes into other genres as well. There's a lot of Mission Impossible stuff in this that they are making fun of. If you've seen the trailer, it's like the one joke. And there's a few. The one joke that really didn't work for me, if you've seen the trailer, is like he dressed up as a little kid.
Yeah, I remember you running into the trailer.
And he's like, I'm here, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But there's a few other Mission Impossible isms out through it. There's like music that's harkening back to like superhero movies. There's action movie stuff, like proper action movie. It's just a great parody of cinema cliches. That is just really hilarious. Again, this being a harder movie to review because the stuff that I want to say is like, this joke's really funny. But all the jokes are kind of spoilers because it's the reason to see the movie, I guess. There's certain sequences that are absolutely hilarious. There's a point where Pamela Anderson and him enter a romance. I guess not really a spoiler because that's what you'd expect from the cliches. And they go into what would be like a dream sequence, but it actually happens in real life, where they go up to like a ski resort kind of lodge. And they're like, they're doing the classic like lovey-dovey stuff, and there's music behind them, and it's funny just as is. And then they build a snowman, And sorry, this is fully going to spoil a joke, so if you don't want to hear this, skip forward a little. But then they're doing like lovey-dovey stuff, and they're in the library, and Pamela Anderson brings out a book, and it's like spells and incantations. So then the pair of them are sitting in like a circle doing spells, and they cast a spell that goes out the window, and they're like looking at the window, and it hits the snowman, and the snowman becomes like sentient. And then they engage in like a threesome, like a throuple relationship with the snowman, and there's fun sequences. Then Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson are in a hot tub together, and they're like being lovey-dovey. Obviously, the snowman can't go in the hot tub, so the snowman's like looking from a window, and then gets pissed off that he's being cut out of their relationship. So then you get POV shots of like the snowman is either with a gun or a knife, like chasing them. I was howling. It's so funny.
Alright, this does sound kind of funny.
It's so stupid in the best way. It's made by one of the Lonely Island guys, I think, and if you've seen his other directorial stuff, it's his other directorial stuff actually probably is stuff that leans into this more like parody. He made Popstar Never Stop Never Stopping, which is like a parody on...
Is that actually what that fucking film's called?
Yes. It's a parody on, well, the Justin Bieber documentary, Justin Bieber Never Say Never, I think. And the guy's based off like Justin Bieber and that pop star shit.
This guy did Chippendale Rescue
Yes, so that's the other thing I was going to say. That movie is far better than it should be. And kind of leans into parody as well.
Yeah, it's all a piss take.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was a great choice to direct this. Just the little bits that would get me would be the noir narration of Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson commits to this role so much. There's a bit where he's looking at Pamela Anderson. He's like, I was like a a teenager with 3 babysitting jobs. I didn't need to babysit another. It's just like stupid shit like that. Or like the way he describes Pamela Anderson for the first time. 2 things. He goes, she had everything you want in a woman: heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Then he goes like, a bottom so good that the toilet wouldn't mind seeing brown.
Oh.
Dude, like, just diabolical stuff. There are some stuff that doesn't work. Like, there are jokes that don't work. When you have as high a hit ratio as this movie does, it helps. I do think this has less of a hit ratio, though, than the original 2. Because there's weirdly pockets of, like, groundedness. And it does take you out. Because you are, like, laughing and you're, like, looking around the screen all the time. When there is a moment of silence and it gets serious, it's weird. And the movie, the plot is not needing that. So I don't think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I also think this is just, like, an impossible movie to rate or, like, to critique and whatever. It makes you laugh. That is the purpose of the movie. Make 10 million more of these. Where it's like, we can parody so much in cinema at the moment. And if you get actors really committed to the bit, I cannot believe how much Liam Neeson commits to this bit. The funniest gag of this movie is the coffees. If you've seen the trailer, you see it a couple of times. It happens hundreds of times in this movie. Where, like, you know, in detective shows like that, they'll be handed a coffee by somebody and they're like, thanks. Genuinely, scenes will be going on as somebody just hands a coffee. They'll have a coffee in their hands and they'll throw it on the ground and they'll take the next coffee. Visual gags that are in the background all the time that are, like, hilarious. There is, I don't want to spoil this. There is a scene where something's happening. He's like, he's in a car and the villain has done something and he manages to figure out a way to escape. But there's like hijinks and he keeps running and stuff that's funny. There is a shot where like you know the joke that's going to come in like 10 seconds time. Me and Samuel were already howling and then the joke happens, hit even harder. It was just a run up to that joke that's so good. I don't know. The honestly, not a lot to say about this. Just that it's hilarious. It's deserving of a legacy sequel, which
All right.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of legacy sequels aren't. Cough cough Jurassic World, like
The Men in Black International.
so much shit like that. That's like, okay, cash grab because you've stuck an IP on it. I think this feels authentic as well because the director who's behind it, the cast, Pamela Anderson as well, really commits to the bit as well. And it's interesting seeing her, like this renaissance of her doing, we saw The Last Showgirl last year. This year. Yes,
January.
we reviewed it. Yeah. February. And that was like really like introspective and stuff. Like she put a lot into that, whatever. But it felt like whatever. People came to her about that role. It felt like she chose it. It felt there was a nice reason for this. It equally feels like she's chosen this. Because of the jokes and stuff. It just works with what they do with her and what they do with Liam Neeson as well. Yeah, I loved it. Not the best movie in the world, but a really fun time at the cinema. It's 80 minutes. You're in and out. You get like a good laugh. It does what it says in the tin kind of thing.
Nice. 80 is short.
80 is short, yeah. But it's what these movies need.
Yeah, God forbid this. I've not seen it, but God forbid it would be 2 hours.
Well, yeah. Like, that's when I think then you lose momentum and stuff. All three of the previous ones are this runtime as well. And it just feels right. I hope this leads to more comedies like this.
Be careful what you wish for. Because if cinema was saturated with this as well, we'd be like,
another one of
please.
These. But I think this could open the door to more parodies.
No, I'm not a big parody guy, but I do think we were missing comedies.
Yeah.
I do think that, because I do remember having those discussions in 2023 where we were like, oh, comedies are coming back.
Yeah.
So we're in a weird... Cinema's in a weird state where it's just high budget stuff in the cinema and then like you have to go look for anything else that's like decent.
Well, this is mid-budget as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is not I wasn't in a packed cinema or anything. This is not the loudest I've seen people laugh or people are saying like the funniest American movie in years. I wouldn't say that. I think for certain people who really like parodies, maybe.
I'm sure my dad would love this.
It feels very dad.
Yeah.
Like, but when I'm thinking of the cinema experiences I've had, I still think the Banshees of Inisherin, I saw that in a cinema with thousands of people. So,
Brag.
Well... yeah. The cinema's fucking huge. So, you know, when you have more people, laughter is infectious, that kind of thing. Still, but it's the most I've heard people laugh in a cinema. And that movie has substance as well as humor. And I think if you can marry the two, that is better than this, my opinion. Whatever. Or Deadpool.
Yeah.
Saw that like opening day or opening week or whatever. The people that go to that movie.
We went opening night. And that's weird because we were in another country.
Really?
I just assumed that...
Oh, sorry. No, I don't mean the Deadpool I saw with you.
Oh, you mean Deadpool?
I mean Deadpool.
I don't remember what that was like for me.
I just remember being like, I've not been in a cinema in my life up to that point where people laugh like this.
Right.
It was just, good vibes. I don't know. Yeah, if you're a fan of parodies, I highly recommend this. If you're a fan of comedies, I think you'd enjoy it. I don't really see anybody that wouldn't. Unless you really don't like American humor, but I don't think this is just American. I think 'cause it's poking fun of American isms in movies.
Right.
But who knows? That was The Naked Gun.
Alright. Interesting that they just went with The Naked Gun for this one.
I'm a little bit pissed off by that.
Because it's not The Naked Gun. Because the originals, they're The Naked Guns. This is a legacy sequel. They
Also,
shouldn't take that name.
but add the colon and the stupid aftermath
Yeah,
thing. Like,
there should be a funny name.
yeah. Rise of the Tech Bros. Or Tech.
Is that what this is about, is it?
Man, yeah, there's a tech guy. This plot's stupid. Oh, there's jokes I really want to talk to you about because there's stuff that I think that you would really get out of this movie. But anyway, Owen, do we have a question that we want to do?
We do, but my Discord is downloading an update.
Discord gamer over here. Oh, will you see The Naked Gun? Because I probably won't see Bring Her Back after your review as well. Now I'm like, nah.
I'm sure I'll see it at some point, but
Yeah.
not in the cinema.
Oh, you don't think this will be a cinema thing? No.
Don't be daft, Jack.
You don't want to see it with people and laugh? Not you. Yeah.
Got other shit to do.
Oh. Okay.
We're almost there.
I thought that silence was you reading it.
Reading The Naked Gun.
No.
I'm reading the novel The Naked Gun.
A novelization of this would not be funny. The timings have to hit so like on. There's the if anybody's seen the movie, the central Mission Impossible joke in this movie is so good.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly what they're doing from like the start of that scene. And you're like, oh, this is funny. And then it happens. You're like, oh, it was funny. And then they add another layer and you're like, oh, wait, this was really good. And then there's somehow another layer in it that you're like, fuck off.
So the take a joke to the point where you're like, well, it was funny before, and then they take it even further, and then you're like, oh, now it's really funny.
It was funny at every level.
Oh, okay.
It just... it builds so well.
You ready for our question?
Sure.
It's a short one.
Oh.
What are some summer vibe films you recommend watching this summer? Can be released whenever. I'm assuming that just means we're not looking for films released in the summer.
That's really annoying because my brain automatically goes to like stereotypical summer films. I feel like the summer that we're having, if anybody else is based in the UK, is diabolical. It was so cold yesterday. I'm like, it's the start of August, and we didn't ever have like a June or July that was hot.
We've had some hot weather, but there's been too much grey.
Yeah.
Scotland, by the way. Summer vibe films. I saw Fire Island for the first time recently. That gives summer vibes.
Oh, sure. My go-to movies for this are always like takes place in Europe and is saturated in sun.
Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah, Call Me by Your Name is my like go-to summer movie.
Not seen it, so I watched La La Land for the first time recently. That's summery.
Yeah.
Hot.
I
Mission Impossible, maybe.
A Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They feel like quite sunny.
Challengers.
But sorry, specifically Mission Impossible 2 feels like a
Oh,
summer
of
film.
course, yeah. Yeah. Classic. Guys, do you know what? Fuck any of the other ones we're going to say. Mission Impossible 2. That's it. Challengers gives me very sunny vibes. I like that, like summer saturated dripping in sweat.
Oh, okay.
Literally, Call Me by Your Name is just my go-to one because I don't think any other movie has encapsulated like it is very European, but I feel like if you can get your mindset into that, like summer's about like drifting and like being peaceful and like taking your time with shit because days are longer and It just gets across that so well, removed from the story. Literally just like the cinematography and the way, I guess the camera moves and stuff.
Far From Home.
Oh, Far From Home's a great summer movie.
Yep. I think anything that's like a high school comedy as well takes
Absolutely.
place like in summer normally.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Sure.
Actually, I don't know if I'd say a lot of the other John Hughes. That's the summary.
Well, Breakfast Club is very like stuffy.
It's so like indoors and stuff. Yeah, it's not really.
God, you must have a list for summer vibe films.
I do. I actually think I've made one as well. But like, the Florida Project. I think again one of those movies that captures the like
heat,
the laying about, the like. It's just I find this so weird because this isn't the summer that we have. It is just weird to recommend it because it's not the way my brain works. It's like what summer should be.
You have like a dissonance.
Yeah, instead of what
you're
it
living
is.
and what you want to watch.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. I feel like Barbie's pretty summery as well.
Yeah. I'm always gonna associate that with the end of July though. That and Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, the classic summer film.
That's a lot of heat.
That's so true. Do you want to just look down the camera and say that again? Boogie Nights to me feels very summery.
I've not seen it. Licorice Pizza.
A lot of pools and stuff. Licorice Pizza is very summery.
Yeah.
I just saw, looking through movies, what popped up? Catching Fire, Heat, Summer.
I reckon like some Toy Story films, Pixar films, like Luca is a summery film.
Oh, Luca, that's, yeah, I mean, it's Call Me By Your Name, so. Columbus is a great movie that, again, I feel like captures that just doing about in summer, dilly-dallying in summer.
I love a dilly-dally.
Yeah, dilly-dally. Paris, Texas as well feels so summery to me.
Alright.
Don't know why.
I feel there's a lot of that at night. But I suppose you could feel like that.
Summer
Warm
nights.
Summer night.
Hot summer nights. Not seen the movie. I'm assuming that feels summery. Oh, Talented Mr. Ripley.
Not seen it.
So summery.
Jaws.
Yeah. We're naming so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of summery
Yeah,
films.
there's summery movies out there. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you've seen any of the movies this week, let us know.
Any of the 20 we just listed.
Oh yeah, any of them. Yeah, if you've seen Bring Her Back of the Naked Gun, let us know your thoughts somewhere. I don't know.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Because you could follow us on...
No, Spotify.
And...
Apple Podcasts.
And...
TikTok.
And...
Instagram.
And...
YouTube.
That it?
That's it, yeah. Yeah, thanks for listening. Next week, we'll be talking about Freakier Friday, baby.
I'm quite excited for that.
So am I. Unironically, if anybody grew up around when we did, and that movie was like decom kind of vibes for you and whatever, rewatch it. It's a fucking good movie. The screenplay is like really good.
Is it a Disney Channel original?
No, I don't think so.
It's
It's an actual
Disney
movie. I was tearing up. I just was like, wow, this is profound, actually. Also, the song in it fucking slaps.
Yeah, I've not watched that since I was a kid.
You gonna rewatch it?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm also going to watch The Parent Trap.
Ooh, fun.
I love The Parent Trap.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Well, it's a good movie from memory. It could maybe not be a good movie.
If it's anything like Freaky Friday, I'm sure it holds up.
Yeah, anything with Lindsay Lohan just holds up. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what.
Mean Girls, yes.
What else is she in?
That's it. Herbie Fully Loaded.
So anything with Lindsay Lohan is a good film?
No, she went, like, her renaissance recently has been like shitty Netflix rom-coms.
That sounds excellent.
No. Okay. tune in at Christmas when Owen will review all the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movies.
That could be fun.
That could be.
Yeah.
Pardon me. That could be fun.
Yeah. How many are there?
2.
That's easy. They'll be like 90 minutes apiece.
3. 1 is a St. Patrick's Day one, I think. I am a little nervous that this is just going to be slop. Like, this is going to be the legacy sequel that doesn't need to be made. But I have faith in Jamie Lee Curtis.
Because she takes a lot of good roles.
Yeah. I don't know if this is also maybe one of her, like, she really loves Lindsay Lohan and, like, to be back with her and that kind of vibe. Who knows? We'll see. And we will talk about Eyes of Wakanda, the Marvel show.
Is that one that comes out in 2 parts again?
Nope. I think it's all dropped yesterday.
So I have to watch a whole show?
It's 4 episodes.
How long is an
I
episode?
think they're 20 minutes.
God, this sounds so difficult, Jack. Why have I got more homework?
I'm excited. Apparently Iron Fist is in it.
The Iron Fist, like the Netflix
I'm so
Iron Fist.
curious if it's him or not.
Yeah. Spoilers.
They released a poster. That's not really a big spoiler.
What if you don't look at posters?
Maybe you should open your eyes. Yeah.
Alright. Jack just called me 4 Eyes, everyone. Hate on him.
No! End the podcast. Bye.
Bye.